reflecting on today. Back when I started my career in transportation, most and all, if not all of the upper management, superintendents and above, general superintendents and stuff like that, they're people that came through the ranks. You know what I mean? Through the ranks at that time meant they started by driving a bus, working their way up to supervisor, dispatcher, starter, whatever, and eventually change lanes here, and eventually into the superintendent position, general superintendent. Some of them went on to planning, to scheduling, but they were mostly working their way through the ranks. They started as a bus operator. Well, as management started changing and people with, I'm not going to say attitudes or lack of skills or whatever came in, a lot of people would come out of the bus operator ranks, become supervisors, dispatchers, but then they stay right there. They don't want to deal with management. So they would get superintendent position. I think the superintendent position is a position that's most been rejected ever. You get promoted. Some people go back the same day. Some people go back a week later, a month later, but a lot of people go back. And right now we got some young people that were promoted from the bus operator ranks, from the supervisor ranks after being a bus operator. And I wish them luck. I hope they can tolerate it and stay there and change it and make a change. But last week it was announced we had a new chief.
Traffic light, camera ahead.
And she's someone that came through the ranks. So she earned it. She just didn't come through the bus operator ranks. She came, from office job to office job, superintendent, now finally chief. And she earned it. She earned her position. But it's someone who's always worked in an office. They're not street savvy, but she's intelligent enough to want to get familiar with the streets, because that's what we do, is we move people on the street. That's our main function. And we have some projects going on, construction projects on the busway and the likes, and she wanted to get familiarize herself with it. And it's one thing going to meetings and reading what's on paper. Another thing is seeing it real life. So last week, the weekend, I'm being the lead street supervisor, I took her out on a tour. One of these projects was going on on the busway. So she was like asking a lot of questions, which is good. Her eyes were as big as half dollars. Seeing all this for first time. This is someone, people usually don't go out a lot. And see the part of the transit that we see. So anyways,
traffic light,
we start working our way down on the busway, and first thing she sees is this woman on the side of the road pooping. Big white ass up in the air, and she letting them drop. She goes, "Oh wow." I said, "Yeah, that's an everyday thing." I said, "Welcome to the busway, welcome to the street." And then we started, with all the homeless, encampments and tents and the prostitutes and everything that was going on, and she was just She spent 4 hours with me. And she was just like, oh my gosh. I never knew this side of town. I said, yeah, sometimes you can only go a few blocks and you'll see something you never seen in your life. And I tell people, it says, for those of you watching, if anybody's watching, anybody, y'all know, y'all can comment how many people in your family, in your close group of friends or acquaintances or whatever, if they don't work the streets like a firefighter, a police officer, a bus operator, they don't know the streets. They live in their own controlled environment and they don't know really what happens out here. Sometimes, and you get to grow compassionate for some of the people out here, especially the ones with mental illness or the ones that have fallen into drug addiction and all their hardships and what they will go through, like that poor lady, you know, defecating in public. She's probably used to it. People don't know the different side of the city, especially nightfall. You got to work an overnight shift and see how this beautiful city of ours changes. And they come out of the woodworks. You get to see, I mean, things happen sometimes blocks from where you live when you never know that there are homeless people living under a bridge that you drive by every day. I mean, a small canal bridge. It's like I was telling our chief. I says, every bridge we pass on this busway, there's people living underneath. He says, what? I says, yeah, US 1, pass a bridge, just you see a canal, you know, just the street, going under the street. There's people living under that bridge. The only shelter they can get from the elements. The authorities have tried to fence off these areas to drive the people elsewhere, but they still keep coming back. So she saw a different side of the city that she never seen before. She wouldn't have believed it unless she saw it for herself. Those are her words. And this was on a Saturday afternoon. It's not even going out there overnight hours. So, anyways, it was a good but hot day today, and I'm almost home, and I feel something sliding around in the car. I don't know what it is, but it irks me sometimes. I feel like pulling over and just see what it is. But anyways, short video for today. Y'all take care. Wait. We have to say this word to our sponsor. Yeah, you're right. We don't have a sponsor. Have a good night, folks.